Best 2 out of 3.
Lease the new 2024 Forte LXS for $189 a month.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling in RA and PSA, relieve fatigue, and stop further joint damage. And in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
AbbVie could help you save.
New season, new reasons to say yes.
Wow!
Yes to the ultimate viewing experience.
Aaron Judge crushes one. What a win for the Yankees.
New season, new reasons to say yes. The Yes app. Download now.
The Yankees pregame show on Yes is brought to you in part by Citizens. Make sense of your money. Visit citizensbank.com/made ready to learn more.
Two young star shortstops, and Bo Bichette leapt into our consciousness several years ago in his career against the Yankees at .310 average with 12 home runs. And as for Anthony Volpe, he is a rising star right now. And Jack, you talked about the year last year, and then you look at those numbers this year, and you're talking about all-star quality performance right now.
He's on a path to making the all-star team. I know it's a couple of weeks into the season, but he's top 3 in the American League in average, stolen bases, on-base percentage, runs scored, pitches per plate appearances. I don't know how many times I could do this, but it's a lot of statistical categories that Volpe is at the top of in the American League. He's a completely different player.
Under one of those shells, do you have your Kia key to the game by chance?
The Kia key is in here, and it goes back to what we spoke about earlier. It's about conquering Kikuchi. He's had really good numbers against the Yankees in his career. He's a challenge for any hitter. He's been a tremendous challenge for Giancarlo Stanton. You mentioned it, Bob, 1 for 16 with 8 strikeouts. So I'm actually going against those numbers. And for the second time this year, a little prediction for you. Giancarlo Stanton is going deep tonight.
We will completely document that coming up on the post game. But coming up next, it's Michael K, John Flaherty with the call, Meredith Marakovitz reporting, and Jack and I will see you on the post game, perhaps with a Stanton homer. Stick around and find out.
It's going to feel like home. It's going to be electric.
This is the Yankees flexing their muscles.
He has the right demeanor.
The expectation is to win a championship.
This is the Yankees being the Yankees.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, Steel, and Scotts. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your neighborhood Ace. So stop on by or order online and we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Or we'll deliver it the same day. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. I got a guy who can fix this.
I had a congenital heart defect, and my whole life people were telling me that I wouldn't be able to have kids.
I've had 2 pregnancy losses. Never thought I could experience something so deeply painful.
At New York Presbyterian, we help patients face pregnancy with hope instead of fear.
Seeing her today with 2 children, it's amazing. electricity flows through everything. Our movement, our passion, our drive. Can you feel it? Mustang Mach-E. Feel something electric. For a limited time, lease a Mach-E for $399 a month for 36 months and receive a complimentary Ford connected charge station. New KFC saucy nuggets are dripping.
Look at this flavor. Saucy.
Choose from 5 flavors. Now that's finger-licking good.
Look at this flavor.
10 pieces for only $5.99.
All over me.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
It is a picture-perfect early evening here in Toronto. Just beautiful weather. So strangely, though, the Dome is closed at the Rogers Centre. No matter, because it is time for baseball. As the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Toronto Blue Jays in the middle game of a 3-game set from Rogers Centre here in Toronto. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball. Along with John Flaherty, I'm Michael Kay. The Yankees have lost 2 in a row for the first time all season, but they'll try to stop that tonight with Carlos Rodon on the mound, and Rodon's coming off really an excellent start.
A really good start, and he's off to a great start this year. His last outing against the Marlins, he picked up his first win of the season. We know that Carlos Rodon is a power pitcher. He can elevate the fastball. He also has that really good slider down and in, the changeup away. He's developed the cutter, but when he is at his best, he's elevating his fastball and gets a lot of swings and misses.
And he's progressively got better each and every start, giving them more distance as well. So last time out, 6 innings, 5 hits, and 2 runs. He has pitched very, very well. Now, the Yankee offense was shut down last night, but a guy who has not been shut down a lot this year, Anthony Volpe. And since he's moved to the leadoff spot, Johnny's been even better.
He's been even better. What do you look for from a leadoff hitter? A guy who can put the ball in play and a lot of hard contact. Anthony Volpe has done that all year. We know that he has plenty of power. What he did last year, over 20 of those home runs, he's going to give you some pop at the top of the lineup. But we know a big part of his game is the speed game. That's his 6th stolen base of the year. And oh, by the way, he can play a Gold Glove caliber shortstop. Anthony Volpe looks really comfortable as a leadoff hitter. Looks like a different player this year.
Now, you take a look at this number. Most hits through 17 team games. Anthony Volpe is tied with Garrett. That's a nice number to be tied with the most over 17 games. Mark Koenig with 27. That was Murderers Row in 1927. So how's the Yankee lineup going to set up? You know who starts, right? When we come back, lineups, first pitch, baseball. We got the Yankees against the Blue Jays next, right here on Yes.
Jimmy John's is using legit ingredients.
For a sandwich?
Premium meat.
Wait, what's so funny?
High quality ingredients.
That's a problem!
Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches.
Gator Light. Rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
Life is hard, but you guys have to work harder. Okay? No, I do not do it. My name is O'Neal Trinidad, and I want to live.
Did you receive a call or message that mentioned Social Security and demanded immediate action? Did the caller know your Social Security number or other personal information and tell you that your Social Security number had been used in connection with the crime? Did you feel worried that your Social Security number might be suspended, your bank account might be frozen or seized, or you could be arrested? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, demand your personal information or instant payment, email or text you pictures or documents, or use a real government official's name to gain your trust. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Do not be fooled. Hang up. Ignore them. Report this criminal activity to the Social Security Administration Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
1 in 6 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime, and we're more than twice as likely to die from the disease.
But when it's caught early, it's highly treatable.
For more than 30 years, PCF has funded cutting-edge research, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org/knowyourrisk today to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself.
It's your health. It's your life.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Yale New Haven Health, powering medical breakthroughs. By FanDuel, new customers can get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed when they place any $5 bet. And by Hyundai, it's your journey. Own every mile on a brand new Hyundai. You say Kikuchi leads his team out on the field as the Blue Jays are in place. So let's take a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Brought to you by TikTok. Yankees at 12-5. They've lost 2 in a row. It's Volpe, Soto, and Judge at the top. In the middle, Stanton, Rizzo, and Torres. And the bottom third of the order, it's Verdugo, Trevino, and Oswaldo Cabrera.
Well, that lineup going to go to work against Kikuchi in the middle of his warm-up toss. As you see, the numbers off to a very good start. This will be his 4th start of the year. We'll check out our Nissan pitcher scanner report, and on a good run his last 2 outings. Yankees remember him from their home opener, 5 1/3 innings in that one, and 6 innings his last time against Seattle with 9 strikeouts. And he's faced the Yankees 7 times as a starter for the Blue Jays, and he's given up 3 runs or fewer in all of those. And the curveball has really been a good weapon for him this year. Hitters 0 for 12 with 5 strikeouts against that curveball.
Let's check out the Blue Jays defense behind him. Schneider, Varsho, and Springer. Left to right in the outfield. Infield, Clement, Bichette, Kanafalefa, and Guerrero third to first. The DH is Justin Turner. Danny Jansen, his first game of the year, coming off the IL. He's behind the plate, catching Kikuchi. Home plate umpires Chad Fairchild, first base umpire Ryan Willis, then Carlos Torres at second, and Charlie Ramos is over at third. Yankees 12-5, and the Blue Jays are 9-8. Yankees have won all of their series so far, 5 in a row. That ties a franchise record starting off the season, but in order to win this series, they've got to win tonight and tomorrow afternoon. Volpe is ready. Kikuchi is ready. And let's do it here in Toronto. And the first pitch is low. We're underway.
First pitch, curveball to Volpe. And the word getting around the league, he's an aggressive leadoff hitter, does not get a first pitch fastball.
Yankees did not get much going offensively last night. 4 singles and 2 walks. That was it. And they lost the game 3-1. Strike 1 and 2 on Anthony. Anthony is second in the American League with a .373 batting average. You see that pitch clip the inside corner. Jose Altuve leads the league with a .403 batting average. Swing and a miss. A rare swing and miss for Volpe this year. He goes down on strikes. All right, John, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, you stole my first key from me. It was a quiet night last night. 4 singles, 2 walks. Yankees got to get it going offensively. Let's watch Stanton and his at-bats. His batting average 80 points higher against left-handed pitching, but he has had a tough time with Kikuchi. And you mentioned Danny Jansen is back. He is a Yankee killer. You know he wasn't going to miss the rest of this series.
Juan Soto takes outside. Soto has a strange streak, 9 straight games with a walk. And he is tied with Judge for the most walks in the American League, each with 16. So Soto's hitting .328. His on-base percentage is .468, thanks to the 16 walks. The 2-0. 2-1. Well, we take a look at what the home plate umpire is all about. Fairchild is considered neutral. More high strikes, fewer outside strikes on righty batters, and he's been around a while, 21st Major League season. Two and two.
Well, Kikuchi getting a lot of swing and miss here early on. He just covers so many different speeds. That curveball's about 84. The slider's almost 90. The fastball gets up there at 96. A different pitcher in Toronto than he was in Seattle.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out Soto. 2 away.
If you're the Yankees in the dugout watching these first two at bats, you know Kikuchi has brought his A game out of that bullpen. 2 fastballs back to back right by Juan Soto. So a little hop on the heater tonight.
So here's Judge. Now, if you look at Kikuchi's performance last year, now the first year of his 3-year deal, not that great, but last year he pitched very well. This year he's pitching well, and he's making $13 million a year. So at the age of 32 years old, if he puts together another good season, he is really going to cash in, considering that the price of pitchers has gone up high, high, high. Oh, 2. 1 and 2.
When you think about this Blue Jay rotation, you'd probably slot Kikuchi 3 or 4, but he's pitching a whole lot better than that. Gausman has struggled coming out of the gate, so Kikuchi probably the number 2 at this point.
2 and 2. Stands on deck. And the pitch to Judge. Fouled away. Blue Jays get reinforcements today. Their bullpen gets 2 of their better ones back. Eric Swanson. Inflammation in his right forearm. And Jordan Romano, right elbow inflammation. They are back. And Romano is the titular closer, although Garcia pitched great closing out the game yesterday and has pitched very, very well. 2-2. Foul ball. There's Romano. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the first inning. Count full at 3 and 2. Yankees have 4 of the top 5 players in the American League seeing the most pitches. Soto, Torres, Judge, and Volpe.
I think that's why last night just felt so different, right? I mean, they just couldn't get anything going.
How about Kikuchi striking out the side? Volpe, Soto, and Judge. Blue Jays coming to bat.
Do or do not. There is no try.
See ya! There it is, his first home run of the year.
This is the way.
That is got him.
This is where the fun begins.
A monster shot. How about Volpe? He is 4 for 4. 1 run scored. Soto's first hit as a Yankee.
Wipe them out, all of them.
Trust in the Force.
With FanDuel, your group chat will be blowing up every game of the NBA playoffs. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. Plus, with live betting, you can get in on all the action from tip-off to the final buzzer. It's the NBA playoffs on America's #1 sports book. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed.
You say Kikuchi strikes out the side in the top of the first. Now it's Carlos Rodon's turn against this Blue Jays starting lineup, brought to you by TikTok. Springer, Guerrero, and Bichette at the top. In the middle, it's Turner, Schneider, and Jansen. Bottom third of the order, at third base, Ernie Clement, Isaiah Kanapalup at second, Dalton Varsho, the center fielder, will bat ninth. So Springer watching the warm-up tosses of Carlos Rodon.
And here are the numbers. It'll be his fourth start, and he has gotten off to a very nice start to his year. The 13 strikeouts and 15 2/3. Let's look at our Nissan pitcher scouting report. Thought if there was any pitcher on the staff that needed to get off to a good start, it was Rodon, and mission accomplished with that. And a big reason why the cutter, throwing that 15.5% at 92 miles an hour, gives him a nice third pitch. And it's been a while since he faced the Blue Jays, all the way back in 2021.
George Springer takes inside. Now, you might have seen when John's giving the stats on Rodon, his ERA of 2.87. Well, yesterday his ERA was 1.72. And he hasn't given up a run overnight. So the reason he gained over a run in ERA was because of a Jazz Chisholm ground ball in his start against the Marlins that was scored in E3 on Rizzo. Well, it's been changed to a hit for Chisholm. Soto is there to retire Springer. So let's take a look at that play, and you decide, was this a hit or an error? Now, I mean, Anthony Rizzo makes that play 999 times out of 1,000.
76 miles an hour off the bat.
So Rizzo now has 3 errors rather than 4. And I don't know if the Marlins complained, and maybe the justification, which I don't think is applicable here, is that he didn't get a glove on the ball. But, you know, it was not a hard hit ball. So it does affect Rodon's ERA.
So the official scorer who made the call at the moment can be overturned now.
Or they appeal to him. And he looked at it. So the game was at Yankee Stadium. It's better for Rodon to not have those 2 runs scored against him. And, I mean, does Rizzo really care about that extra error? So, kind of curious.
With all of that being said, after Rodon's year last year, battling all the injuries and having some struggles when he came back, felt like he needed to get off to a good start. He needed a full spring training, which he got, and he's gotten off to a really solid start, incorporating that cutter. And you could say Anthony Volpe looks like a different hitter this year. I'd say that Carlos Rodon looks like a different pitcher. Fastball, slider, cutter, occasional change-ups.
I always thought coming into this year, when you try to wonder how the Yankees are going to do, I thought 2 of the big variables were Nestor Cortez and Carlos Rodon. They had to bounce back, and so far they have.
And Stanton.
Grounded up the middle and through for a base hit for Guerrero. Let's check out the Yankee defense behind Carlos Rodon. Verdugo on left, Judge in center, Soto over and right. In the infield, Cabrera, Volpe, Torres, and Rizzo. That's third to first. Stanton is the DH, and Trevino behind the plate catching Rodon. So the slumping Guerrero coming into the game with a 188 batting average, his lowest batting average ever after 17 games of a season. He gets a hit. Here's Bichette. Curveball in there for a strike.
Well, Michael, you just went through the Yankees defensively. Trevino behind the plate. The first time these two guys have worked together in a regular season game, so that'll be something to pay attention to. Trevino got hurt last year right when Rodon was coming back.
Runner goes. It looks like the Blue Jays' plan is to run on the Yankees every single chance they get. We saw it a lot yesterday and in the series in New York.
Guerrero had a great jump. He has not stolen a base yet this year, but you're right, very aggressive with Austin Wells last night behind the plate. Trevino behind the plate tonight.
Miss low, good fastball, good velocity at 97 miles an hour. This guy the other way, down the right field line. Out of play. You look at Bichette's numbers, he's always hit the Yankees well, but he's always hit them well here. At Yankee Stadium, 237, and here, 380. That's in 68 games overall. Foul ball grabbed there by Rizzo.
There's that cutter from Rodon trying to work it in on the hands of Bichette, and as Turner is looking on, you have always had to make Bichette aware of the ball inside and in off the plate. If not, he's going to wear you out to right center field. So that cutter should be an effective pitch for Rodon.
Upstairs. Runner on first, one man out, 3-2 count on Bichette. Runner goes. Another foul ball, making Rodon work.
A good battle going on here, and it's been a combo of fastball, cutter. You can see Bichette a little bit late, the timing getting a little bit better every pitch he sees. Ten pitches already.
Now it's at least one more.
You can see Rodon's impressed. Who's going to give in right here? He keeps going with that fastball, the cutter. He started him off with a curveball. The rest has been high velocity. Does he go to the slider? Does he keep going fastball, cutter?
And ball four. So here's Justin Turner. Signed a free agent deal with the Blue Jays. So far, so good. He had a great season last year with the Red Sox. Now a one-year deal with the The Blue Jays hitting .362.
Well, the bad news for Rodon, a couple of runners on, one out. The good news, Turner does not run well. If you can get him on the ground, one pitch, you might be out of this inning.
Two and one, really making Rodon work here in the first inning.
Yeah, to say that's the first pitch mechanically, he looked like he was off. It's Davis Schneider on deck. Big reason why the elevated pitch count already at 25 pitches.
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout on the slider. 2 away.
He's looking for that finished pitch, and he might have just found it. The slider, after you establish your velocity in the middle 90s, you can locate the slider down and in. You get some swings and misses.
So here's Davis Schneider, first and second, 2 men out. One and 0. There's a strike.
You watch Trevino behind the plate. It's pretty common you're going to set up with a high target for Rodon. He likes to elevate the fastball. There's the high target. Trevino gives that high target every time, being consistent. You don't want to get in a pattern. High target fastball, low target curveball.
Well, even if the Blue Jays don't score here, John, they're going to think it's a victory. They've made the Yankees starter throw at least 31 pitches, about to be 32 in the first inning. Swing and a miss, so they don't score. He throws 32 pitches. The Blue Jays strand 2. We go to the second.
Do or do not. There is no try.
See ya. There it is, his first home run of the year. This is the way.
This is where the fun begins.
Dynamic air suspension, all-wheel steering, configurable terrain response, effortless in the extreme.
Truth is, my schedule's pretty jam-packed these days. I've got school Monday through Friday, jiu-jitsu on Thursdays, and library books I've got to get back by Friday. In my weekend, I've got 3 birthday parties on Saturday, and Sunday, that's my me time. I am not willing to give that up.
How's that look?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Honey garlic and honey sriracha wings? I love honey.
Oh, like Winnie the Pooh?
I'm sorry, Winnie the Who?
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Weird last name, though. Hey, Piglet!
What's up, Hank?
You gotta try these wings.
All right. Piglet?
Yeah, eat up, buddy.
Be informed, not misled.
electric moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. And Kikuchi was electric in the first inning.
Yeah, what a start. Slider to Volpe, and then the velocity to Soto, now Judge. A quick start, 3 strikeouts in the first.
So here's Giancarlo Stanton. Fouls it away. Now Stanton against Kikuchi. Now we told you he's a much better hitter against left-handed pitching. Against Kikuchi, he's 1 for 16 with 8 strikeouts. That's his worst performance against any left-hander with that many at-bats against them. 0-2.
The one thing I will say about Kikuchi, he is not your typical left-handed pitcher. And by that I mean it's 95, 96. He can hit 97, and he kind of pitches to the top of the zone.
That's off the glove of Bichette into left field. We'll see how they score that. Should be an E6, but you never know.
Tries to backhand it, just hit too hard. Can't come up with it clean.
Still waiting on the official score. Here's Rizzo, and it is scored an E6.
And Michael, I spoke to Aaron Boone about Kikuchi, and Flash, sort of to your point, he said he can attack them in so many different ways. He can go up and down in the zone. The fastball cuts a little bit. The biggest key against Kikuchi is you have to be patient. If he makes a mistake, you need to make sure you take advantage. Now, Anthony Rizzo flies out to center field. This guy coming up right now, and Gleyber Torres has had success against Kikuchi, 10 for 25 with a home run in his career.
You know, Meredith, what adds to that, too, is how Kikuchi really hides the baseball behind his body and his delivery. So you don't get a good look at it as a hitter, and then you combine that with 96.
Right there, 96, 0-1.
Again, take a look at the left hand. It goes behind his body, hiding it, hiding it, hiding it. And as a hitter, it just jumps at you late. That ball's right down the middle. Beats Gleyber Torres just a little bit.
1-1 on Gleyber. Gleyber off to a slow start. His offensive output, not much damage at all. His OPS just 538. Has yet to hit a home run. He has a 4-game hitting streak, all singles though, 4 for 15. Cooking up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. Meredith told you 10 for 25, 3 extra base hits against Kikuchi, 4 ribbies. The 10 hits, the most against any pitcher for Gleyber Torres. Drilled to left field, right down the line, foul.
Gleyber seems shaking his head right there. He's looking to fill that column, that home run column, waiting to hit his first. Sometimes the first one of the year, the toughest to get.
Tied him up, just missed inside. Kikuchi wanted that one, dialed it up to 97.
Chad Fairchild behind the plate. You see Jansen where he's setting up, trying to bring that ball back down to the strike zone. Kikuchi makes a living at the top end of the zone. Needs to get that pitch.
And Gleyber works a walk, so the E6 and a walk. Yankees have runners on first and second with 1 out for Verdugo. Chad Fairchild gets a friendly tap on the back from Verdugo. It's good to be friends with the umpires. Any close call, John, I think you'll get one.
Yeah, Verdugo just seems to be one of those guys that's in a great mood every day. Kind of like you.
Mm-hmm. I have my moments, John. technically 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, said Charlie Ramos.
Take a look from the side here. Did not swing, and a nice block by Jansen. The Blue Jays happy to have him back in the lineup.
Foul back. Stanton is at second. Torres is at first. We're in the second inning, 0-0. Two and two. Now the Yankees making Kikuchi work, and things kind of opened up for him when Bichette booted that ground ball by Stanton. Trying to chase back Stanton. John, I've always wondered about this. Of all the people to be concerned about, to fake a throw to second, Giancarlo Stanton doesn't run well. Is that something just to reset himself?
Yeah, I think that's probably maybe giving himself an extra minute to think about pitch selection, where he wants to go against Verdugo, but it's definitely not worried about the running game with Stanton at second.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Kikuchi, is fourth. Verdugo down on strikes.
Well, as Verdugo's going to walk back to that Yankee dugout, he had a couple of pitches to hit and he fouled them off, and Kikuchi finally executed with the slider down and away. It's a tough matchup anyway. When you get a mistake and you foul it off, you know it's going to get tougher.
Here's Trevino.
Numbers there for Trevino. His first home run of the year the other day in Cleveland. Really had a good game swinging the bat. A couple of line drives, a long home run. That'll be the one game that gets him going offensively.
He started out in his first 6 starts. He was 1 for 18. Well, the last 2 games, he's 4 for 7. And the pitch. 1-2. This is Sunday in Cleveland.
Middle, in, and down, and he just hammers that to left center field. Not an easy place to go if you're a right-handed hitter. It's a long way out there.
Line drive. It is a base hit to left field. Schneider fields. Here comes Stanton. Here's the throw. Here's the play. He's safe. He avoided the tag. He's safe. And the Yankees lead 1-0. Moving to third, Torres, and Trevino goes to second on the throw.
Well, I wasn't too sure about this call by Rojas at third. Jansen just dropped the ball. And it was there in plenty of time. And that was a gift, and the Yankees will take it. You can see he's going to be out by plenty.
And now a trip to the mound. So I thought he avoided the tag, but there was no tag because he dropped the ball, as John said.
Again, you can see where Stanton is when Snyder has the ball. I mean, if this throw was anywhere close, he was going to be out by a lot, but the Yankees will take it as Jansen can't come up with it clean.
Well, a gamble that paid off with Stanton scoring, but that should have been the end of the inning if Jansen handled the throw.
Well, he had the error by Bichette, and now Jansen can't handle the throw.
There's Oswaldo Cabrera. He takes a strike.
Running on contact with 2 outs.
Now Cabrera, much better hitter when runners are on base. He's 11 for 22. That's 500. Bases empty. He's 3 for 26. So second on the team with 12 RBIs behind Soto's 15. Got a couple of ducks on the pond right now. One and two. So a nice, easy first inning for Kikuchi. Now they are making him work. He's got his pitch count up to 41. The 2-2. Right back to Kikuchi. And he will get Cabrera for the final out. Yankees get a run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left. Go to the bottom of the second.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Discover Cashback Debit gives everyone money back on the stuff they buy. So I bought all these kids a bunch of candy. I know what I'm doing.
A debit card with cashback. Discover Cashback Debit.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters.
Walmart Plus members save on delivery, gas.
It's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Tonight's submission comes to us from Michael, who shared this photo with the great John Sterling, who announced his retirement yesterday. Sterling with the cool glasses. Nice shot. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. 1-0 Yankees over the Blue Jays. And here's Danny Jansen. Had a broken bone in his right wrist. Suffered in spring training, so he missed the beginning of the season. This is his first game back. Nice lengthy top of the second, John. Fortuitous for Rodon after that workload that he had in the first.
Yeah, give him a little chance to get his legs back underneath him. And as he was walking off the mound, he was shaking his head about that battle with Bichette. But here falls behind 2-0. Having a pitch comm issue, but you got to pay attention to Jansen. He is a Yankee killer, slugging .562 among active players against the Yankees. That's fourth among active players, which Trevino and Rodon trying to get on the same page here.
The 2-0. 2-1.
Well, Jansen has kind of figured out his game plan. There's the numbers against the Yankees and all the other teams. And his game plan is pretty simple. He's a good catcher, good receiver, good framer, and he's got some pop. So he's going up there trying to go deep.
Popped up behind the plate now to play. What was your team that you enjoyed seeing come into town?
I loved hitting against the Texas Rangers. I loved hitting against Aaron Seeley and Rick Helling, and I loved hitting in that ballpark.
Really?
Yes.
The old one?
The old one.
Yeah. The really old one or the middle one?
No, the middle one.
Okay.
Arlington Ballpark at Arlington. And it helped that I was going through a contract negotiation during the year and went there and hit 3 home runs over a weekend and had a deal done on Monday.
Wow.
Thank you, Aaron Seeley.
Popped up. Again out of play. You ever thank Seeley?
I've never thanked him, but Aaron and I were minor league teammates. So I caught him through the Red Sox system.
So you knew exactly what he had.
I knew everything he was going to throw, and I knew when he was going to throw it, how his mind worked, and the timing could not have been better.
Strike 3, late call there by Fairchild. So 3 strikeouts for Rodon. Let's take a look at his arsenal. StatCast 3D by Google Cloud.
We know he's going to be a 4-seam high-velocity pitcher. The slider is the best off-speed pitch, but that cutter at 15.5% has really changed his year, and I would say the changeup as well. Occasional get-me-over first-pitch curveballs.
Here's Ernie Clement, fouled away.
Our producer, Troy Benjamin's really a bad guy. You know that, Michael?
Why?
Because
Never
when
seen that side of
I
him.
mentioned Rich Helling and Aaron Seeley, he said, oh, you like the soft tossers.
Wow.
You didn't like the high-velocity guys.
Right there is Soto. Been a rough road trip for you. Troy's jumping on you, and then Jeff Nelson did something that, I mean, I was aghast as I was watching the game.
I'm used to it now. I know my role on this team.
I would never have a disparaging word to say to you because I'm afraid of you. Here's Connor Falefa. And a strike to IKF. 1-0 Yankees. We're in the bottom of the second inning here in Toronto.
You see in the rhythm now, Rodon working quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Things have picked up.
Swing and a miss strong. Bounce back inning for Rodon. Brings up 2 strikeouts. Retires the side in order.
Carol, look.
Something amazing is happening here. Inventory is practically moving itself, quickly and securely. Classrooms are getting more immersive. Data is powering insights and imagination. CDW partners with you to get the most from your technology. We work with you to plan it, build it at scale, and manage it, so you can do amazing things. Make amazing happen. CDW.
Higher shipping rates may be the cost of doing business, but at what cost?
Turn shipping to your advantage with low-cost ground shipping from the United States Postal Service.
How to bend nature to your will. It starts with a battery system, one that's made for the outdoors, not for hanging pictures. Build it to take on anything. Did we say anything? We meant everything. Make sure it's powerful, more powerful, all powerful. Take it to the lab, not that lab, this one. Tap the experts, test the limits, cut, trim, finish. That's not yard work, that's artwork. The Echo E-Force battery system, 56 volts of outdoor grade power. Echo, power on and on.
Right now, you can get any large pizza for just $12 from Pizza Hut. Any pizza, any crust, $12. That means meat lovers, supreme, or create your own with any toppings, just $12. This deal...
It's time for Coors Light, beating the pressure. How about this? This is up to date through the first inning. Actually, the first 2 innings. Most pitches seen in the American League this season. Top 4 players, Yankees. Soto, Torres, Judge, and Volpe, and then Jose Altuve. Making pitchers work. Volpe will lead off the third. Volpe struck out in the first in a very rare swing and miss for him. That's been one of the big differences this year. One and two.
Well, there are some pitchers that don't like to talk in between innings, and Carlos Rodon is not one of those. He's very vocal with his pitching coach, his catchers.
Strike three. Volpe down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Again, it's a combination of hiding the baseball, good velocity. That's his perfect location, down and in. That's after the scouting report will tell you he likes to elevate the fastball. Perfect pitch from Kikuchi.
Here's Juan Soto. Fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. Grounded to first, backing up is Guerrero, and he flips to Kikuchi to get Soto.
Rolls right over the top of it. Guerrero gets that in-between hop and then the perfect feed to Kikuchi.
Here's Judge. He struck out in the first inning. Yankees lead 1-0. I was talking to Doc Gooden the other day, and he said one of the reasons for pitchers' injuries is that pitchers have this abbreviated windup. He said they're not using the whole lower body. He said if you look the way I pitched, it was a high leg kick and whatever. He said they're generating all this velocity and they're not generating it from their lower body.
From their legs, sure. Well, you think of Tom Seaver, you think of Doc Gooden, right? The drop and drive, use your legs.
And by the way, congratulations to Doc getting his number 16 retired at Citi Field on Sunday. I thought he gave a great speech without any notes and just spoke from the heart. Good stuff. One and two.
Conversation continues.
Kikuchi walking toward the third base dugout. Thought that was strike three. Instead, it was ball two.
Take another look. Go either way. Kikuchi wanted it. Aaron Judge gives him a little stare as he's walking off the mound.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Kikuchi. He strikes out Judge twice in the game. Yankees go down in order.
You know how to pull off the mother of all escapes.
You know treating yourself to a vacation is a sound idea and can bring you closer to medallion status. You know the dress code is no dress code. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
Something amazing is happening here. Inventory is practically moving itself, quickly and securely. Classrooms are getting more immersive. Data is powering insights and imagination. CDW partners with you to get the most from your technology. We work with you to plan it, build it at scale, and manage it, so you can do amazing things. Make amazing happen. CDW.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, Steel, and Scotts. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your neighborhood Ace. So stop on by, or order online and we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Or we'll deliver it the same day. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
From tried and true to try something new. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
Well, suit up the season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Yankees at MLBshop.com. What a beautiful city here in Toronto. And it's a big day, big night. It's Looney Dog night, which means you get a hot dog for a loonie. It's about $1. And there is a ball to Varsho. So far, they've stole 41,001 hot dogs. Well, that seems odd, the hot dog eating hot dog. There's a strike. John, we should congratulate our former colleague, Al Leiter. His son, Jack, is being called up from the Rangers AAA farm team to pitch Thursday against the Detroit Tigers. I mean, I've known Jack since he was born. It's just amazing and wonderful for him and wonderful for Al and his wife, Lori, and his sisters. So that's big-time stuff as Varsho starts the inning with a double.
And Michael, also kind of a big deal for Anthony Volpe. Those two guys went to high school together. I spoke with Volpe in the clubhouse earlier today. He said as soon as he found out, he texted Jack. Jack got back to him. He's excited for his friend. When he was asked what kind of pitcher Jack is, he said he's a guy that can dominate. He's super competitive. Obviously, he is talented. Then Volpe was asked whether or not he has thought about facing Jack in the future. Obviously, a lot can happen from now until then. But he said, yeah, before he ever even got called up, before either of them were in the big leagues, he had thought about facing Jack. When he asked how that would go, he just smiled and said, it'll be exciting.
Well, they were both in the same draft, drafted by the Yankees. Anthony in the first round. Then much later, the Yankees took a flyer on Jack because Al had told all major league teams, don't draft him. Don't draft Jack because he's going to Vanderbilt. Now, Anthony also had committed to Vanderbilt, but his dream was to play for the Yankees. When they selected him in the first round, he decided to take it and forego the college. Jack ended up going to Vanderbilt, then was a first-round draft pick from the Texas Rangers. But it'll be interesting to see when they face each other.
And, Michael, I don't know if you saw the most recent picture that the Texas Rangers sent out of Jack when they announced that they were going to be calling him up. He looks exactly like Al. Exactly.
Yeah, it's amazing. Lined into center field. It is a base hit in front of Judge. Varsho held up, so he'll just advance to third. A single for Springer, and then it's first and third, nobody out.
After that easy second inning, a couple of hard-hit baseballs here in the third against Rodon. And you see he misses the location there. It ends up down and in, right where Springer likes it. As you said, Varsho had to hold up a little bit. The Blue Jays have something going here in the third.
So here's Guerrero. He singled in the first inning. Yankees back, playing for the double play. They'll give up the run. Foul back to the screen. And 2.
Guerrero had that base hit in the first inning, his first at bat, and 2 really good swings on back-to-back fastballs from Rodon. Spoke about this a little bit last night. When Guerrero gets in that swing mode, he will expand way off the plate. Do not have to throw him anything close to a strike here.
Goes upstairs and dialed it up to 98. Rodon deals. Foul back.
Got away with one there. Again, Trevino going with the high target and then dropping it down and in. Looking for a slider off the plate. That just spun middle. Target's going to end up down and in. Bounced the slider, but he hung it.
Varsho at third, Springer at second, Guerrero's at first. Rodon can use a double play ground ball. Pitch inside. And the count 3-1. There's no place to put Justin Turner.
3-1 count. That is typically a fastball count. Turner loves these situations, RBI situations.
High fly ball, center field deep. Judge is there, makes the catch. Varsho tags, scoring easily. Throw comes into second, moving to third. Springer, sac fly for Turner, and the game is tied at 1.
Well, if you're the Yankees, if you're Rodon, you're fine with that. A sacrifice fly, you trade the out for a run, all tied up at 1. You're trying to stay away from that big inning. Rodon can work his way out of this inning, only giving up that one. That is a win.
So here's Davis Schneider. He struck out in the first inning with runners on first and second. Now he has runners on first and third with 2 outs. Turner picks up his 9th ribby of the year. Fastball foul back. 0-1 on Schneider. One and one. Popped up. Rizzo. All things considered, they'll take it. Blue Jays tie the score. They leave 2. We go to the 4th, 1-1.
You know geography isn't learned, it's lived. You know your companion certificate allows for the ultimate show and tell. You know the best memories use all 5 senses and can get you closer to medallion status. You know with the Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card, class is always in session. If you travel, you know.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh my.
Oh shoot, I forgot to play the song.
Thanks, LL Cool J.
I got a guy who can fix this.
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed.
We need to be able to see our kids.
Oh, you'll be able to see them.
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it. Boring is the unsung catalyst for bold.
What straps bold to a rocket and hurtles it into space? Boring does.
Boring makes vacations happen.
Early retirement's possible.
And startups start up.
Because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank. For nearly 160 years, PNC Bank has been brilliantly boring, so you can be happily fulfilled. Which is pretty unboring if you think about it.
We go to the top of the 4th inning on the Cadillac scoreboard. It's 1-1, Yankees and the Blue Jays in the middle game of this 3-game set. Leading off for the Yankees here in the 4th, Giancarlo Stanton, so it'll be the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Tapped right back to Kikuchi. 1 pitch, 1 out. Stanton reached in his first at bat on an E6, so He is 0 for 2 and 1 for 18 lifetime against Kikuchi. Here's Rizzo, fly ball to center. That was in the second. We apologize to all viewing the game. We were having technical difficulties with our audio. Hopefully that's been fixed, and we do apologize for any inconvenience of those consuming the game. One and one.
Well, if you look at Kikuchi this year, left-handers hitters hitting 200 against him, but righties not a whole lot better. 220 batting average against. And off to a good start.
Fly ball center field. Varsho puts it away. Well, let's check out FanDuel's live same game parlay. Right now, new customers should get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed when they place any $5 bet. Here's Gleyber Torres. Big cut, 0-1. One and one. Yankees have just one hit in this game. That was the RBI single by Trevino. And they just had 4 singles in yesterday's game. Blue Jays with 3 hits and 1 run. Kind of waved at that one, a changeup. Another strong inning for Kikuchi. The Yankees go down in order.
You know to RSVP yes to a destination wedding 4,803 miles away for a cousin you never even met. Because you know buying that ticket just helped you get to medallion status. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
Honey garlic and honey sriracha wings? I love honey.
Oh, like Winnie the Pooh?
I'm sorry, Winnie the Who?
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Weird last name, though. Hey, Piglet!
What's up, Hank?
You gotta try these wings.
All right.
Piglet?
Yeah, eat up, buddy.
Jimmy John's is using legit ingredients.
For a sandwich? Premium meat. Wait, what's so funny?
The high quality ingredients.
That's a problem!
Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches.
Want to upgrade but still paying off your locked phone? Break free from 3-year device contracts. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll pay off your phone and upgrade you to one of the latest 5G phones free.
With features you won't find on Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, or Subaru Forester, the Hyundai Tucson puts the other guys in their place. Namely, the rearview mirror. Only a Tucson compares to a Tucson. Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $229 a month, or get 3.79% APR, or up to $2,500 bonus cash. Hurry, offers end soon.
$249, $199, 50% off.
That'll be
$47.88. I'm not a math major. I just love groceries.
Unbelievable prices. Don't miss deals. Get them with your ShopRite Price Plus card.
The New York Yankees Foundation's 50-50 raffle is now open during every home game at Yankee Stadium. One lucky fan wins half the pot, and the other half is donated to the New York Yankees Foundation. Buy your tickets now at www.yankees.com/5050. Not much of a rest for Rodon after the Yankees go down in order. And he deals a ball to Jansen. One and one.
He'd love to have a quick 4th inning here and help How about that pitch count at 74 already with nobody out here in the 4th inning? Season high of 95 pitches for Rodon this year.
Drive, left field, going back. Verdugo makes the play. Off the bat, it seemed like he got it a little better than that.
Yeah, and that's where he makes his living, as Rodon has a little conversation. When he gets himself into a fastball count, he just tries to cheat and get one to the left side.
There's a strike. Slowed down by Rodon. That's going to kick off the second base bag, and Clement reaches. Couldn't have rolled it any better.
Well, you can see where Gleyber Torres is playing, and Rodon just gets a piece of it to take some steam off of it. Bounces off a second base, infield hit all the way.
Looped. Shallow center. Gleyber Torres right there for the second out. So here's Dalton Varsho. He scored the only run for the Blue Jays when he led off the third with a double right. Pitch outside. Two 2-0. There's a strike in the outside corner, 2-1. Three and one on Varsho. You want to be careful with Varsho because the dangerous Springer is on deck.
I've seen a lot of bad counts here if you're Rodon. 3-1, 2-0.
And there's ball 4. Pitches in the first inning, an easy second, 27 in the third, and he's at 14 now in the fourth. And you know, that first and the third inning, John, it might cost him a chance to get 5.
Yeah, I think Aaron Boone would sign up for 5 innings at this point, but you got to get past the top of this lineup with Springer, Guerrero. This feels like with all of these bad counts, 2-0, 3-1, it's only a matter of time for the Blue Jays take advantage.
First and second, 2 outs. And Springer takes a strike on the outside corner. Tell you what, Rodon has great velocity tonight. Dialed that up to 98. Runners go. Swing and a miss. No throw. Double steal.
Michael, you mentioned it. The Blue Jays aggressive on the base paths the last couple of games. And you want to pay attention, but obviously worry about Springer at the plate. Now that wild pitch comes into play.
Looked like Rodon stumbled off the mound there, looking down. This guy the other way and out of play.
Well, you're looking for that put-away pitch after the elevated fastball. Trevino behind the plate, blocking that ball down and in with the runner at third. Such a priority here. If you're going to call a slider, you got to be ready for it.
Foul back here and out of play. Two outs here in the fourth. Runners on second and third. Springer at the plate. Guerrero on deck. And the pitch. Yankees had a little bit of a bullpen reset last night. They used Marinaccio for 2, Santana for 1, so everybody else probably available now after a heavy workload over the weekend in Cleveland. Three and 2 on Springer. And the payoff. They are really making Rodon work. And there's the budget. So 2 pitchers used yesterday. Saturday and Sunday. All hands on deck. Three-two.
You start going through your mind, where can I make a pitch here to get Springer? Fouled off the fastball in. He fouled off the fastball away.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Springer works a walk to load the bases.
Ball definitely down, and Springer definitely held up. Rodon wanted the call, did not get it.
And a trip to the mound to settle down Rodon. Weaver is warming in the Yankee pen. I'm thinking, John, this is the last batter he's going to face no matter what happens.
Yeah, that pitch count at 96, now a season high. To me, this is a huge at-bat in this game. Vladdy has seen the ball well against Rodon. He's thrown a lot of pitches here in the fourth. Matt Blake, the pitching coach, is trying to give him a second to regroup, find a way to get out of this inning.
Well, the Blue Jays left 2 runners on in the first, 2 runners on in the third. Rodon had a clean 1-2-3 inning in the second. Now trying to work out of this bases loaded jam. Guerrero singled to center, and that was in the first, then walked in the third. Swings over the slider, does Guerrero. 0-1. Blue Jays 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position tonight. 1-1. Yankees trying to keep it right here. Grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Varsho. He'll score. It's a 2-run single for Guerrero, and it's 3-1 Toronto.
Yeah, the at-bats, the first 2 for Guerrero just looked too good. He hit a ball hard back up the middle. Then he walked when he was behind 0-2. And here gets a fastball down and just drives it right back up the middle. So much traffic on the bases early on for the Blue Jays. And finally a hit to drive in a few.
And they're going to keep Rodon out there to face Bichette. Bichette walked in the first, a long at bat, then struck out looking in the third. One and 0.
With all the pitches thrown in this game and with all the pitches thrown here in the fourth, Rodon has to be fatigued.
Fly ball, right field. Soto is there, makes the play, and that'll do it. The Blue Jays scored 2. They leave 2, and at the end of 4, it's 3-1 Toronto.
You know how to pull off the mother of all escapes. You know treating yourself to a vacation is a sound idea and can bring you closer to medallion status. You know the dress code is no dress code. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
With features you won't find on Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, or Subaru Forester, the Hyundai Tucson puts the other guys in their place. Namely, the rear-view mirror. Only a Tucson compares to a Tucson. Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $229 a month, or get 3.79% APR, or up to $2,500 bonus cash. Hurry, offers end soon.
Whoa, the new iPhone 15. With that amazing camera, I'll be sharing pics from the slope. You do not want to see yourself skiing. You look like a marshmallow.
Join now. Only T-Mobile gives you 4 new iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
Dear Freedom, what forms do you take? More miles driven, more dollars saved, more life embraced, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota. That's right. Toyota has more electrified vehicles than any other brand.
Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Because it keeps it light with slow roasted shredded chicken and finely shredded purple cabbage in a freshly grilled tortilla that's not shredded. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Burrito, only at Taco Bell.
Well, check out and follow Yes Network on TikTok for more content. Audi Scoreboard, it's 3-1 Toronto over the Yankees. No complaints whatsoever on Rodon's stuff today. Great fastball, but the Blue Jays kept fouling pitches off, making them work.
Yeah, they were really grinding out at bats, and, you know, Rodon giving up 3. It just felt like it could have been a lot worse. Made some pitches when he had to.
Two 2-0 on Verdugo. Verdugo struck out in the second inning. We're in the fifth. 3-1 Toronto. That was the final score last night. Yankees trying to avoid losing their first series of the year. They've won their first 5 series. And that only happened twice before in Yankee history, 1926 and 2010. The Yankee offense last 13 innings. Strike from Kikuchi, 3-1. Line and off the glove of a leaping Guerrero, and a beautiful play by IKF feeding Kikuchi to get Verdugo. So that scored 3-4-1.
We'll get another look at this play. Guerrero off of his glove. Nice by IKF to hang in there, but even better by Kikuchi, who never gave up on the play. On a line drive, you're thinking Guerrero's either going to catch it, but Kikuchi stays with it and it gets to the bag in time. Another look. He freezes and hesitates on the line drive, but able to make it up.
Here's Trevino, and there's a strike to Jose, who had an RBI single in the second. Oh, 2 on Trevino. Time called by Trevino. Probably see Luke Weaver in the bottom of the inning. Line to right field. Springer on the run, makes the catch. Got a good jump, ran it down. Well, tonight's injury report is brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. DJ LeMahieu been on the IL with a non-displaced fracture in his right foot, and he is expected to begin a rehab assignment this week. So things go well. His return shouldn't be that far in the future.
And Michael, I spoke to him in the dugout. He said most likely Thursday or Friday that will start. The Somerset Patriots are home, so it looks as though it could be with that AA squad. And when he comes back, the Yankees have some decisions to be made. As we know, Oswaldo Cabrera has been getting the majority of the reps at third base with John Birdie on the IL. They'll have to decide how they're going to deploy DJ. And also, Anthony Volpe has moved into that leadoff spot, and he has hit very, very well. Aaron Boone was asked if he still sees LeMahieu as a leadoff guy, and Boone went on to say, well, I'm not thinking about moving Anthony Volpe right now. Whether he is in the future, well, that remains to be seen. But for now, Anthony Volpe sounds like he is staying put up at the top of that order.
It was last week, I think, that Boone said, we look at Volpe as a leadoff hitter in the future, but when will that arrive? It looks like it might have arrived.
It's arrived.
And it actually arrived that very next day after he said that.
Volpe on deck. He struck out twice against Kikuchi. One and two on Oswaldo. That one is going to be in there in left center field for a base hit. Cutting it off is Varsho, hustling into second with a double is Oswaldo Cabrera running hard out of the box, and that got him the double.
Well, with LeMahieu coming back at some point, Cabrera has been one of the hottest hitters for the Yankees, and that's that curveball that I talked about in the scatter report on Kikuchi, but that one just rolled, and Cabrera able to do a nice job drilling it to the gap. He's been such a solid run producer for the Yankees. Cabrera, you got to find a way to keep that bat in the lineup consistently as well.
So here's Volpe. Missed outside. 1-0. The Yankees' first three batters, Volpe, Soto, and Judge, have been up 6 times, and they've been struck out 5 times. Tried to check his swing, goes around 1-1.
Yeah, Anthony looks like he's having trouble with that slider down and in. First extra base hit of the series from Cabrera. Volpe's looked so good early on this year, but having trouble picking up the ball from the left-hander tonight.
One and 2 on Anthony. Cabrera leads off second. 2 men out. We're in the 5th. Checks his swing. 2-2. Kikuchi had 80 pitches. Three and 2 on Volpe. Cabrera will stay put at second with 2 outs. Soto is on deck. Strike 3. Volpe strikes out for the 3rd time, and he knew it. Yankees strand a runner at second. We're halfway through. It's 3-1.
You know to RSVP yes to a destination wedding 4,803 miles away for a cousin you never even met. Because you know buying that ticket just helped you get to medallion status. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Nissan and Ford charge extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Join us. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I don't think I'm right for this. I said I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it! What if you knew you'd be paid fairly? Check this out. Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you, and her, and them? And what if the promise of better work was something that found us?
I got the interview.
Pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Well, you know that music means it's time for Name That Yankee. Here we go. 424 home runs, 3 All-Stars, and 1,261 ribbies. Played for the Yankees. Played for the Jays for 7 years. Played for the Yankees in 2019.
A lot of home runs, a lot of RBIs.
I think I might have this one. Do you, John?
Does he have a friend who's a bird?
He could. That's my guess, yeah. Luke Weaver will take over after Rodon went 4. Justin Turner takes a strike from Weaver. Did he go? No, he did not, according to Ryan Willis.
Good change up middle of the plate. Turner able to hold up.
Just an incredible amount of pine tar on his back. And then obviously gets it on his back when he follows through. Long run for Rizzo. Runs out of room. I don't remember you being that sloppy, John. You were not that guy with the sticky pine tar.
Well, you had a choice with your bats, right? You're either going with pine tar or you're going with that little Manny Mota stick.
Yeah.
I was a pine tar guy, but I would always let go with my top hand so my bat would extend towards the field and not on the back of my jersey.
And I'm sure Rob Kakuza appreciated that. Yankee clubhouse manager. They have the spray stuff too. There's the Manny Mota stick. See if anybody has room. Nope, top of the Yankee dugout.
Turner came into this series one of the hottest hitters in the league. The Yankees have been able to beat him with fastballs up.
Lined and over the head of a leaping Gleyber Torres. A single for Turner.
He's been laying out line drives for a long time. Cutter out over the plate off the end of the bat, but that bat stays through the strike zone so long. Just out of the reach, Gleyber Torres.
Here's Schneider. One and 0. One. One-two. The Blue Jays were not this pesky in the series in New York. I mean, they are really fouling off pretty good pitches and making the pitcher work enough that they'll make a mistake. Now, they haven't put a big hurting on anybody yet, not many crooked numbers, but they're driving up pitch counts. One-two. Schneider made his major league debut last August, and it's up there with the best 25-game start in major league history. Hit 370, 8 homers, 500 on-base percentage, but he finished the season 2 for 35 in his last 10 games. So you always wonder, well, did he just cool down because not many people hit 370, or did the league catch up with him?
Probably a little bit of both.
High pop-up, left side. Anthony Volpe calls off Cabrera for the first out. And here's Danny Jansen. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Blue Jays lead the Yankees 3-1. 3-6-1 for the Blue Jays, 1-2-0 for the Yanks. Jansen was 0 for 2 against Carlos Rodon. Pitch outside, 1-0. Yesterday was Jansen's 29th birthday. Blue Jays have seen 108 pitches tonight. And it's the bottom of the 5th. There's a strike.
The Blue Jays come in with a record of 9-8. They've won 3 straight.
Jansen played a combined 158 games. Last year he had an injury at the end. He started this season with an injury. And in those 158 games, he had 32 homers and 97 ribbies. So a nice catching combo with Kirk and Jansen.
Yeah, I was talking to Buck Martinez, a great catcher in his own right, a broadcaster for the Blue Jays. We were talking about Jansen, that he's kind of figured it out. This is the type of hitter that I can be. I'm not going to be a high average hitter, but look for some fastballs on the inner half, try to hit some home runs, and does a very solid job behind the plate.
Runner goes, swing and a miss. The throw to second. It is a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Tag was made by Glaber. We'll go to the 6th.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
You know how to pull off the mother of all escapes. You know going off the grid's the only thing on the agenda, and you save 15% getting there when you book a war travel with your Delta Amex card. You know treating yourself to a vacation is a sound idea and can bring you closer to medallion status. You know the dress code is no dress code. And to go where the only kids allowed have 4 legs. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
Life is hard, but you guys have to work harder. Okay? No, I do not do it. My name is O'Neal Trinidad, and I want to live.
Hey everybody, Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. The Orioles at home taking on the Twins tonight. Already up 4-0, bottom 3, and Jordan Westburg pummels one out to left. His 4th home run of the year made it 6-0. Westburg is 2 for 4 in this game. Orioles now lead at 9-2 as they look to win their 3rd straight and 6 out of 8. Michael, flash back to you.
Well, thank you, Bob. How about Michael Busch, home run in 5 straight games, ties a Cub record. Mike Trout, 7th home run of the season last night. And it's tied for first in majors, and Andy Pages making his major league debut tonight for the Dodgers, 94th prospect in Major League Baseball. Boy, when Trout's healthy, he's still Trout.
Still Mike Trout. And you look at the Dodgers, they've fallen off a little bit lately.
The super team. Count 0-2 on Soto. Soto is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground ball to first. We're in the 6th inning. It's 3-1 Toronto over the Yanks. A trip to the mound. I think there might be something wrong with Kikuchi, because Soto said what's going on with the umpire going out. There's something going on there.
See anything there? There's their little stretching going on. Grabbing his rib cage.
Keeps saying he's okay, but John Snyder wants to make sure. He said he was okay after the first pitch, and he's made him throw another one, and now here's the 3rd. A lot of convincing going on. Hey, the strength of this Blue Jay team last year was their starting rotation. They want to make sure everybody's okay, because as John mentioned earlier, Kevin Gausman is not pitching like Kevin Gausman has pitched the last couple of years. Kikuchi's been really good tonight with 2 hits over 5 innings. So an 0-2 count on Soto. Missed outside, 1-2. When you made a bad throw to a pitcher, not that you ever did you feel awful?
Well, I felt like every person in the Rogers Center would be staring at me like, how could you not get the ball back to the pitcher? Here's going to be a flip. A wide right. A little tapping of the glove, too, before that throw.
Line into right center field. It's a base hit for Soto. Springer will cut the ball off. Soto makes a big turn. He'll stop at first. All remember Mackie Sasser, who had the yips and just couldn't make that throw back to the pitcher.
Again, another curveball that Soto just stays on as it does not break down and away and drives it to right center field. The curveball, such a good pitch for Kikuchi early on, but he's missed with a few of them tonight. And this will be a tough decision for manager John Schneider. I mean, you want to get Kikuchi through this inning because you have Soto, Judge, Stanton, and Rizzo, but they might have seen enough.
Once again, it's the trainer that's coming out with Schneider. And here comes the interpreter for Kikuchi. He keeps asking Jansen as well, and that's an uncomfortable situation for a catcher. Is he still throwing well?
Yeah, he's throwing well, although that curveball wasn't great. But, you know, Kikuchi is a guy who usually throws 95 to 100 pitches, anywhere in that range. And, you know, he's got maybe 10 or 15 more. But I'm sure Schneider, this sixth inning with the middle of this Yankee lineup, would love to see Kikuchi finish it off.
So here is Judge. He has struck out twice against Kikuchi. Soto's at first, held by Guerrero. Fly ball right field. Springer for the first out.
We're still waiting for Aaron Judge to get going, and that's kind of been a common out for him, that fly ball to right field that he's just missing. Working underneath a little bit.
So here's Stanton 0 for 2 against Kikuchi. Reached on an E6 and scored the Yankee run. Pitch outside, 1-0. We're in the top of the sixth inning. 3-1 Toronto. On Stanton. Yankees need that one big swing. Tie this game right here. Off the end of the bat, foul. Playing catch with Guerrero. Swing and a miss. Curveball. 2-2.
Back-to-back curveballs. We saw at the beginning of this game Kikuchi elevate the fastball, so he's got an option to do that here on a 2-2 count.
Strike three. Stanton knew it.
Now you could say, how can Stanton take this pitch? Well, it's the two previous curveballs that get you slowed down as a hitter. And that fastball just catches you by surprise.
Here's Anthony Rizzo, 2 fly balls to center. Served to left field. On the run is Schneider. He dives and he makes the catch. Oh, what a play by Schneider, taking an extra base hit and a run away from Rizzo and the Yankees. Full body
What's up? You watching the game? Or maybe the one later? Put a little BetMGM action on it, and now any game becomes the game. When you got overs and unders, you're in it every time they throw the ball, kick the ball, dribble the ball. Maybe it's not even a ball. Who needs a ball? Now that bet's got you watching every inning, half, round, period, set, hole, a lap. Right from the edge of your seat.
Life is hard, but you guys have to work harder. Okay? No, I do not do it. My name is O'Neal Trinidad, and I want to live.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road, as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters.
New season, new reasons to say yes. Download the Yes app and stream games with a live stat overlay. Play along, win cash prizes, and earn Yes rewards to redeem for gift cards and gear. Download now, and remember that if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free, or sign up for a subscription. Well, what a play by Schneider. That was not an easy play, and robbed an extra base hit from Anthony Rizzo and a run from the Yankees. So we go to the bottom of the sixth, 3-1. Blue Jays over the Yanks. Bottom third of the order against Luke Weaver in his second inning of work. And Clement fouls it back.
Yeah, you think back to last night's game. Varsho playing left field made a great play down the left field line. Tonight, Schneider.
One and one on Clement. Infield single in the fourth inning. He's 1 for 2. Scored one of the 3 Toronto runs. Birdie warming for the Yanks. Line down the left field line. It's a fair ball. It'll go into the corner. Playing it out there is Verdugo. And Clement starts off the 6th with a double.
Clement has had some good at-bats against the Yankees early on this year, and it's such a simple approach. Not a lot of movement with his hands, just stays through that changeup, able to keep it fair down the left field line.
Yankees in at the corners for Kiner-Falefa. And that inside fake was to see if Falefa would give up, whether he was going to bunt. He did not. IKF is 0 for 2. Gets the job done, or did he? Oh, what a play by Torres, and a good tag by Cabrera. Never thought Torres was going to go to third, but he did to get the first out.
Well, the play is right in front of him if you're Gleyber Torres. Here he's coming towards the baseball, sees Clement, who got a pretty good jump, and really the only question was Cabrera, would he be ready to deliver this tag? And he was right on time, right on the money. Nice defensive play.
Well, the Blue Jays are challenging.
Throw is called, challenging the call at third base.
I think he's safe.
He's got his hand around, and that was the only thing I would question. Would be Cabrera be ready at straddling the bag to apply the tag?
Well, this challenge replay is brought to you by Citizens Made Ready. Kind of moves away from the tag, so he didn't get him until after he slid by and the hand was on the bag.
Comes in, tries to get there.
I mean, did he get a button? I'm not quite sure. And that's where these decisions are made.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
And it's overturned, so he is safe.
Well, it's one of those plays. If it works out, you're saying it's a great play, and if it doesn't work out, then you're saying, well, why didn't you take the out? But the play was right in front of him. If you're Gleyber Torres.
Well, now it's first and third, nobody out. And here is Varsho, who scored 2 runs today, double, a walk, a stolen base. Tries to drag bunt, which would have been a squeeze as well. It wasn't a suicide squeeze because Clement was not coming with the pitch. He was waiting to see if the ball was bunted.
Seeing some small ball here in the 6th inning. IKF trying to move a runner over, hitting it to the right side. And again, if you're Gleyber, if you make this play and you get the out, it's a great play. If you don't, you start questioning why not take the out at first.
Well, now the pressure on Weaver to get out of this. Infield is in. Yankees not looking for the double play. Their offense is stalled. They don't want to give up another run. We told you that the Blue Jays bullpen is fortified with the addition of Swanson and Romano, both coming off the IL. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Weaver as Varsho down.
Slow, and then he's able to get enough velocity by Varsho with a little elevation.
Well, here comes Aaron Boone. And there goes Weaver. Takes the ball from the right-hander. He's going to go to the bullpen with Springer due up. First and third, one out.
You know how to pull off the mother of all escapes. You know treating yourself to a vacation is a sound idea and can bring you closer to medallion status. You know the dress code is no dress code. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
Discover customer service. This is Maya.
Oh, hi, Maya. You robots are sounding more human every day.
At Discover, everyone can talk to a human representative.
All right, prove it.
Wait, are you a robot?
24/7 U.S.-based customer service.
How would I prove that I'm not?
Man.
Ugh, parents.
Childhood rules. The family fun starts at visitcalifornia.com.
Get one free Arby's sandwich every week in April, online only. It's never been easier to try Arby's, and for Arby's to say, welcome to Arby's. Arby's, we have the meat.
Reeves Me says getting Taco Bell during the daytime feels unethical, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina chicken menu to help change his mind.
The chicken's great.
Well. Oh. Didn't you post?
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Buick. Visit your local Tri-State Buick dealers. By Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. And by Honda. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Nick Birdie comes on for the Yankees facing George Springer. Yankees back looking for the double play. Swing and a miss. Birdie made the team out of spring training. This is his 7th game. 6 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings.
Well, we know that Nick Birdie throws hard, but that was a really smart first pitch to Springer. Slider down and away. Springer can hit anybody's fastball.
Springer made his major league debut 10 years ago today. Got his first big league hit off of Jeremy Guthrie, a single. He was with Houston then. That was 2014. First and third, 1 man out. Runner goes. Pitch outside, throw to second, and the ball gets away from Torres. Here comes Clement. He'll score. It is 4-1 Toronto. In his haste to make the tag, the ball got away.
Your job as a second baseman here is to know what's happening at third. And Glaber just tries to be too quick with the tag. Doesn't come up with it clean. An easy read for Clement. He's reading the throw. Once he sees it get away from Torres, scores easily.
And that scored an E2 kind of unfairly. Not quite sure how that's an error to Trevino.
It cannot be an error on the catcher. Here's the read from Clement. He's reading the throw, then it just gets away.
And there's ball 4 as Springer will take first. It's his second walk of the night. So here's Guerrero. He's been quiet most of the season, but he's 2 for 2 with a walk today. A couple of ribbies. Fly ball, right field. Soto makes the catch, holds the runners, 2 outs. So here's Bichette. First and second, now 2 outs. Up the middle and a base hit. Counted for left for rounds third. He will score. The throw comes into second. It's an RBI single for Bichette, and it's 5-1 Blue Jays.
The big 2-out hits to add on. Bichette, one of these Blue Jay hitters who started off slow, started to pick it up a little bit lately. Fastball right down the middle.
There's Justin Turner. 6th ribby for Bichette. Springer moves to second. Turner 1 for 2, sac fly in the 3rd inning. Eight hits for Toronto, 5 runs. Yankees just 3 hits, 1 run. And a strike. Popped up, middle of the infield. Who's going to get it? Cabrera on the top of the mound makes the play, and that'll do it. 2 big runs for Toronto. 2 men left.
You know geography isn't learned, it's lived. You know your companion certificate allows for the ultimate show and tell. You know the best memories use all 5 senses and can get you closer to medallion status. You know with the Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card, class is always in session. If you travel, you know.
Get 1 free Arby's sandwich every week in April, online only. And see for yourself that Arby's sells more than roast beef. Spoiler alert, Arby's does. Arby's, we have the meat.
Oh, man.
Ugh, parents. In California, childhood rules. The family fun starts at visitcalifornia.com.
Discover customer service. This is Maya.
Oh, hi, Maya. You robots are sounding more human every day.
At Discover, everyone can talk to a human representative.
All right, prove it.
Wait, are you a robot?
24/7 U.S.-based customer service.
How would I prove that I'm not?
Well, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam, and we have it on Gleyber Torres, John.
Well, Gleyber, a tough start to the year offensively, and now all of a sudden some defensive miscues in Cleveland. Here's another look at another angle at the play last inning, and then trying to swipe that tag, can't come up with it clean on your T-Mobile coverage cam.
And he's going to lead off in the 7th inning. Yankees down by 4 runs. They're trailing 5-1. Trevor Richards takes over for Kikuchi. And this will be the 8th game for Trevor. And the righty deals. You wonder if Gleyber is feeling the effects of struggling offensively and taking it out on the field.
That's one thing you hear an awful lot, having the ability to separate the two. If you're struggling at the plate, get the job done out on the field.
And this is a really big year for Gleyber. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. So I'm sure he had high expectations. Still early, but 0 for 1 today, and hitting in the low 200s, and has yet to hit a home run. Two and two. Dollar hot dog night here in Toronto, and you know what this tells you, right? It's a dog-eat-dog world.
These two guys have not stopped tonight.
24 they've consumed.
That's impressive.
Three and two. A lot of hot dogs. And Gleyber works a walk to start off the 7th.
Yankees trying to get something going to give the Blue Jays a little finish here the last 3 innings. And you face Richards. He loves his changeup. He throws it a lot, over 60% of the time. He does have a fastball at 92, which isn't overpowering, but it just plays up because of that changeup and how much he throws it.
1-0 on Verdugo. Well, the official score has made a change, John. The error on Bichette off the Stanton ground ball has been given. They're giving a hit to Stanton now.
They are. Now, has the error on Trevino been changed?
No,
yet?
No, it has not. One and two. Two and two on Verdugo. Alex is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. Then he grounded, really lined off the glove of Guerrero, kicked out to IKF, who threw it to Kikuchi. So say grounded out 3-4-1. That was in the 5th. Verdugo works the count full. Yankees need to string together some hits here. Held to 4 singles last night. Three-two. Another foul ball. Line down the left field line. That is going to be a base hit. And Schneider can't cut it off. It goes to the wall. Gleyber Torres will stop at third. It's a double for Verdugo. And the Yankees have runners on second and third and nobody out.
The Yankees trying to chip away here in the top of the 7th. A good at bat from Verdugo. Got a couple of fastballs, 3-2 count. He just stays inside and drives it the other way. Another look at the side and the swing and the extension.
That's what he does. He is a doubles machine. He was like that with the Red Sox. You can always pencil him in from 30 to 35. He picks up a double there. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
Good spot for Trevino here as a base hit in this game. A hard line drive to right field. Has been swinging the bat so much better his last 3 games.
Count 1-0. Of course, the Blue Jays play the infield back. They'll give up a run. They're looking for 9 outs. Two and 0. Jimmy Garcia is up in the bullpen. He closed last night's game. The pecking order has changed with the addition back onto the roster of Romano. Chops a changeup in there for a strike. 2-1.
Well, that's his game. 2-0 changeup. He'll try to surprise you with the fastball when you're sitting on the changeup.
And Trevino lays off that changeup, 3-1. Torres at third. Verdugo sits second. Nobody out here in the seventh. Yankees trying to rally. Slow ground ball. Richards thought about home, takes the out at first, run scores. Moving to third is Verdugo, and now it's 5-2 Toronto.
Yeah, Richards definitely took a look at home plate. You know how pitchers hate giving up runs, but he thought better of it, took the out at first. There's that little glance, and that says, you know what, I'm going to take the out, try to stay away from the big inning.
So Trevino has driven in both runs tonight. Cabrera is 1 for 2. He doubled in the fifth inning, and he's been very good with runners in scoring position this year, to a clip of 500. Infield remains back except at third, where Clement is about even with the bag.
You'd love that base hit, but if you're Cabrera here, it's situational hitting. You got to cash in that runner at third. Blue Jays playing back defensively, a ground ball up the middle, a fly ball to the middle of the field, and just trying to chip away, make sure Verdugo scores in this at bat.
John, are you a little surprised the infield's back that you'd give up that run for free?
I would think maybe play a little more halfway.
Yeah, right.
A hot shot on the turf, maybe you could cut down that run, but I guess Snyder, with some of his additions in the bullpen, feels good about the back end.
That one is lined into right center field. On the run, making the catch is Varsho. And tagging and scoring easily is Verdugo. So it's a sac fly for Cabrera. And now the Yankees are down by 2, 5-3.
Yeah, it's just a real nice piece of situational hitting right there from a young hitter in Cabrera. When you get behind, 2 strikes, and you just think simple. Middle of the field, get the ball in the air. Easy sac fly and an RBI.
Here's Volpe, who has struck out 3 times tonight, all 3 against Kikuchi. So he's thrilled to see the left-hander out of the game. Fouled that off twice. And the pitch. And a rough night for Anthony Volpe as he strikes out 4 times. For the Yankees, they scored 2. It's time for the stretch in Toronto.
And my party of 3.
When you're with Amex Platinum, exclusive dining benefits and travel perks like room upgrades at fine hotels and resorts, wow, make going out for your favorite food take on a whole new meaning. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
In California, childhood rules. The family fun starts at visitcalifornia.com.
Discover customer service. This is Maya.
Oh, hi, Maya. You robots are sounding more human every day.
At Discover, everyone can talk to a human representative.
All right, prove it.
Wait, are you a robot?
24/7 U.S.-based customer service.
How would I prove that I'm not?
Time for your Ford Studio Update. Bob and Jack with you. Yanks get 2 back there at the top of the 7th, hoping they're getting on track offensively.
Yeah, those runs coming from the bottom of the order in this game, Bob. The first 6 batters in the Yankee lineup, they've combined to register 1 hit. So the offense has been stagnant. And then Carlos Rodon had to throw a lot of pitches to get through 4 innings. The Yankees were hoping he would match Kikuchi, who was tough on the Yankees again.
All right, let's see what happens from here if the Yankees can rally, and then we'll see you on the postgame, guys.
very much, guys. We'll get our game summary. Blue Jays lead 5-3. Rodon, the 4 innings. Trevino starting to heat up. Kikuchi continuing his hot start this year. Guerrero 2 for 3, couple RBIs and a walk. Yankees only 4 runs scored in the 2 games so far this series.
And Birdie deals to Schneider outside 1-0. Davis Schneider is 0 for 3. 1-1. Two and 1. Schneider, Jansen, and Clement. Five-3 Toronto. Rodon started, went 4. Then Luke Weaver, and now Birdie. 98 miles an hour. Strike 3. Schneider down looking. Well, tomorrow afternoon on Yes, the Yankees wrap up the set with the Blue Jays here at Rogers Center. Now, coverage will begin at 2:30 with the pregame, so note the start time. That first pitch scheduled for shortly after 3 on Yes and the Yes app. And remember, if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free or sign up for a subscription. Now, yesterday was the anniversary of the Middle Yankee Stadium opening in 1976. Today is the opening of the present Yankee Stadium in 2009. The Yankees lost 10-2 to Cleveland, and Jorge Posada hit the first home run in the stadium.
Ended up being a good year, though.
Yep.
First year in the stadium.
That's the way to break in the ballpark. Win a title. Three and 1 on Jansen, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And there's ball 4. Hey fans, last season's Aaron Judge number 62 bobblehead giveaway that was rained out has been rescheduled for Saturday, April 20th. So come see the Yankees take on the Rays, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive an Aaron Judge number 62 bobblehead, the second of a 2-part collectible set. That's courtesy of TikTok. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Clement takes outside. Soft ground ball. Volpe charges, fires, got him as Jansen moves to second.
Well, the excuse me swing by Clement, an aggressive charge by Volpe, and the perfect throw to get him by half a step.
Here's Connor Falefa. Reached on a fielder's choice, stole a bag, and scored a run. in the 2-run 6th inning for the Blue Jays. That made it 5-1. Yankees came back with 2 in the 7th. It's 5-3 now. Bottom of the 7th inning. There's a strike. Victor Gonzalez. And that one was punch foul. One and two, double-barreled action. 92 and 93. Ironically enough, the years they won the World Series here in Toronto. Every seat was sold every game. 4 million fans. Here it was then called the Sky Dome.
Makes IKF tough in this situation. Tough guy to strike out. Just spoils some tough pitches. He'll look to block the fastball, hit it the other way, and if you hang an off-speed pitch, that's the one he'll pull to the left side.
Swing and a miss. High fastball gets IKF. We're going to take this to the 8th inning. It's 5-3 Toronto.
You know how to pull off the mother of all escapes. You know treating yourself to a vacation is a sound idea and can bring you closer to medallion status. You know the dress code is no dress code. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
Dynamic air suspension. All-wheel steering, configurable terrain response, effortless in the extreme.
Without Homes for Our Troops, we'd be living in a home that didn't have all these features that helped him.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post-9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives.
If they get a new house like this one, it'll help them do normal life. My dad's not just a hero, he's my hero.
Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
Let's see the answer to Name That Yankee. Here are the clues. And the answer is Edwin Encarnacion. Now with the Blue Jays, and there he is sitting in the dugout. He's actually in a special advisory role, but the Blue Jays have been given special permission from baseball that he could be in full uniform and in the dugout. Hyundai Scoreboard 5-3 Blue Jays over the Yankees, and a late timeout there by Soto. And Garcia delivered the pitch nonetheless. Didn't count. He'd been great with Pearson out and with Swanson out. He stepped out with 1 second, Snyder's saying. Well, if it's 1 second, it's 1 second.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter when you call the timeout. Wasn't it yesterday, John, where Alejandro Kirk called timeout at a half a second?
Yep. Well, this 8th inning with Soto, Judge, Stanton, and Rizzo coming up to the plate. Such a big one for the Yankees, and John Snyder's going to combat that with Garcia, who has been lights out for the Blue Jays.
We're in the 8th inning. Yankees down by 2. Soto 1 for 3. Single to right center. John, justice has been served. The error that was given to Trevino has now been switched, and it's been given to Gleyber Torres. High fly ball. Barshow makes the play, and they retire Soto.
Tell by Soto's reaction, he got a mistake and he missed it. That just spun middle of the plate. You don't see Juan Soto miss that very often.
So here's Judge. Two strikeouts and a fly ball to shallow right for Aaron. Quickly 0-2. And the pitch. Stanton's on deck. Fouled away. Gonzalez and Hamilton. Popped up on the right side. Guerrero for the second out. Tonight on Yes, catch the season premiere of Homegrown, The Path to Pinstripes, and get a behind-the-scenes look at Yankees' top prospects during spring training and the first ever spring breakout game. Watch Homegrown, presented by Wendy's, tonight after Yankees coverage on Yes and the Yes app. Stanton takes low and inside, 1-0. Giancarlo is 1 for 3 with a run scored.
You watch Garcia here in the 8th inning, you can see why he's gotten off to such a good start. Velocity, movement in, and 3 quick outs.
High pop up. Bichette puts it away, and the Yankees go down in order 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th.
You know to RSVP yes to a destination wedding 4,803 miles away for a cousin you never even met. Because you know buying that ticket just helped you get to medallion status. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. If you travel, you know.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. I could get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Get one free Arby's sandwich every week in April, online only. That includes the euro. Arby's doesn't judge a sandwich by its bun. Arby's, we have the meats.
Problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions including immune or nervous system problems if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Your search for 2 immunotherapies starts here. Ask your doctor about Opdivo plus Yervoy, a chance to live longer.
Well, fans, stay tuned. After the final out for tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame as Bob and Jack will have highlights and analysis. Meredith gets player interviews in the clubhouse, and you'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next on Yes and the Yes app. Hyundai Scoreboard, Toronto 5, New York 3. New Yankee pitcher is Victor Gonzalez. He'll be appearing in the 7th game right now. And he deals to Dalton Varsho. 0-1. One and one. Varsho 1 for 2. A walk, a stolen base, 2 runs scored. The Blue Jays scored a run in the 3rd on a sac fly. They scored 2 in the 4th on a 2-run single by Vlad Guerrero. And they scored 2 more in the 6th on an error by Gleyber Torres and an RBI single by Bichette. The Yankee runs, they scored a run in the 2nd inning on an RBI single by Jose Trevino. And then they scored 2 in the 7th on a grounder by Trevino back to the mound, and then a sac fly by Oswaldo Cabrera. Popped up behind the plate, giving it a look is Trevino, but it's over the screen and out of play. Into left field, going back, Verdugo got a good jump and hauls it in for the first out.
Well, you're right on with that, Michael. What a great jump going back on the baseball for Verdugo and left. He really is a good corner outfield.
So 1 down, back to the top of the order, and Springer. If you want to look ahead to the 9th inning for the Yankees, it's going to be Rizzo, Torres, and Verdugo. There's a strike to Springer, 1-1. Two. Springer's walked twice and also singled. Jordan Romano just off the IL. He is up in the bullpen for Toronto. Try to close this out. The Yankees want to keep it right here. just got a piece to stay alive. I want to remind everybody again, tomorrow's start is a 3 o'clock start. We come on the air at 2:30. And it's going to be Marcus Stroman pitching against his former team against Kevin Gausman. That one is ripped into left center field. On the run is Judge. He got a good jump and hauls it in. And there's that matchup. Gausman has not pitched well so far. He had some shoulder issues in spring training. And Marcus Stroman has pitched very well for the Yankees.
Well, Gausman has said everything is fine with his shoulder. He just needs a few starts to build it back up. But the velocity was clearly down in that start against the Yankees.
Pitch to Guerrero is a strike. He didn't think it was. Guerrero is 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 ribbies. Let's check out the exit velo presented by Spectrum on Bichette's big hit in the 6th inning. 107.7 off the bat. And that drove in the 5th run. And the count is full. And the payoff, he walked him. So Guerrero's been on base 4 times tonight. That'll bring up Bichette. New season, new reasons to say yes. Download the Yes app and stream games with the live stat overlay. Play along, win cash prizes, and earn Yes rewards to redeem for gift cards and gear. Download now, and remember that if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free or sign up for a subscription. Tries to tie up Bichette. He checks the swing, 1-0. On Bichette. Ground ball. Volpe goes to short weight and gets the out. We go to the 9th inning. Yankees down by 2. Do they have a rally in their bones?
You know geography isn't learned, it's lived. You know your companion certificate allows for the ultimate show and tell. You know the best memories use all 5 senses and can get you closer to medallion status. You know with the Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card, class is always in session. If you travel, you know.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota.
Toyota. Let's go places.
We all want to feel safe when traveling. That's why if you see something that feels suspicious, such as an abandoned bag or erratic behavior from a passenger, just call 911. You can call anonymously, and it's okay if it turns out to be nothing. work together with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey to keep our transportation facilities safe. Visit PANYNJ.gov to learn more.
At Honda, we've chased down a lot of dreams, each one leading to the next, all the way to our latest. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by FanDuel. New customers can get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed when they place any $5 bet. By Hyundai, it's your journey on every mile in a brand new Hyundai. And by the New York Lottery, get out there and play. A dramatic entrance for Jordan Romano, his first game of the year. They turn the place red. Everybody lights up. I guess their phone, or they would give in some kind of a lighting device, and Romano comes in. So those are his numbers from last season. 2.90 ERA, 72 strikeouts in 59 innings.
Had elbow inflammation, so this is his first outing back. Fastball, slider, throws hard. Kiermaier taking over in center field. The biggest question for the Blue Jays' first appearance, how will his location be?
Line to left field, and that is going to be caught by a diving Varsho. Rizzo's been robbed of 2 hits, one by Schneider and then Varsho, who moved over from center when Kiermaier came in.
Yeah, you do everything perfectly if you're Anthony Rizzo, staying on top, driving it the other way. And Varsho, who made an outstanding play last night right on the line, full extension to rob Anthony Rizzo.
Romano is pumped, and here is Gleyber Torres. And he gets plunked, so he'll take first base. Well, after being down 5-1 here in the 9th inning, the Yankees now bring the tying run to the plate in the person of Alex Verdugo.
Yeah, I was very interested to see the location and control for Romano, who's missed the first couple of weeks, and that's not even close. Up and in. The Yankees will take that. One swing at the bat can tie this baby up.
Romano made the All-Star team in the American League each of the last 2 seasons. Finished the year with 36 saves in each year. A big cut by Verdugo.
Throws the fastball at 97 miles an hour, but he throws his slider just a little bit more than the fastball.
Quickly 0-2. Romano's 30 years old, grew up in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And that's about a half hour outside of Toronto, so he's pitching for his boyhood team. High fly ball down the right field line. Did he get enough? No, it's in there, though, for an extra base hit. So that'll put the tying run at second base. Another double for Verdugo. And it's second and third for the Yankees with Trevino due up.
3 sliders in a row to Verdugo, and he was finally able to get one that he could handle. Just goes down and digs it out. Able to keep it fair down the line, and the Yankees got something going. It's so easy to get out front and hook this ball foul.
So here's Trevino. He's driven in 2 runs today. They play the infield back. That run at third means nothing. The run at second means everything. Check swing fouled away.
Mentioned this earlier, Trevino swinging the bat as good as anybody on the Yankees over the last 3 games that he has played. So not a bad guy to have up in this situation.
One and one. Yankees down 5-1 at one point after 6, and now trying to come all the way back to tie it. Second and third, one man out in the 9th against Romano, his first game of the year. That's going to get a run in, a slow roller, and they get the out at first base on the play by Clement. And now the tying run is 90 feet away, but there are 2 outs. It's 5-4 Toronto.
Off the end of the bat here, and Clement does a nice job of staying with this and accurately getting Trevino at first base. The backhand and the low 3/4 arm angle, but an accurate throw.
Well, here's the Yankees' clutch hitter so far this year. That is Oswaldo Cabrera. 2 outs in the 9th. Jumps on the first pitch and fouls it back. Good fastball.
Good fastball, but good swing, too. That's 98, and Cabrera got there easily, fouling it off.
Ground ball to second, fielded by IKF, and that'll do it. As the Blue Jays beat the Yankees 5-4, and the Yankees have lost 3 in a row, and they lose their first series of the year after taking the first 5.
Well, the Yankees showing a little fight at the end of this game, making it interesting. One swing of the bat away from at least tying it up. But not enough extra base power in the lineup the last couple of days.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, oh, it's up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. downtown blues. Oh, melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to